What do virgin toasted oak staves do to Maker's Mark? Let's find out, shall we? Greetings, my name is Brian and welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. Today we'll be trying the 2022 limited release of BRT-01 Maker's Mark. This is hard to do because I have to hide the tasting notes. Proof, 109.4 alcohol volume, 54.7%. 10 virgin toasted American oak staves were used in the creation of this whiskey. All that said, let's get a move on. I want to try this. I bought this in Kentucky at the distillery, so that makes it super special. And it was very hard to decide between two of them because there's BRT-02 as well, but I only had so much room in my suitcase. Oh my god. As always, we begin with the color, and this is actually really nice. This is an absolute amber colored bourbon, and that is something I can appreciate. For some reason I thought of cherry wood. I'm not even sure what cherry wood looks like. Onto the nose. Oh, it's Maker's Mark. There's a fruity note, as always. Cherry, and a slight chocolate note as well. Lemon zest? Very sweet. Made me think of simple syrup. Slight leather note. Pineapple? Okay. A lot more fruit notes in this than I expected. And of course, a wonderful caramel note. It feels like the toasted note makes this very mellow. There's no punchiness to the nose, no ethanol kick, even though it's at 54.7%. There's no real ethanol, and there isn't much of an ethanol ding on this. The toasted staves have really mellowed this out. You cannot tell that it's 54.7%. There's a vanilla note as well, but it's strictly vanilla bean. And I mean like the actual, you had a vanilla bean thing, you're trying to scrape it off of that. That's the note I'm getting. And there really is this lovely sweet milk chocolate note. Alright, that's enough of that. Onto the palate. Well, that was delightful. As I usually do, I just take a sip and then let it happen. Now we move on to taking a sip, holding it on the palate briefly, moving it around a bit, and then seeing what I experienced through that. Because the first sip is really just to prepare everything here for the alcohol. And thankfully that wasn't too bad. Ooh, that's a wonderful sweetness. A little bit of chocolate, a little bit of cherry. Spice kicks in near the end. Baking spices, as you'd expect. Seasonal autumn. And then it slowly fades out. The finish is just lingering. Oh, hot damn, that's really good. I knew I wanted to open this Maker's Mark. I was just like, which one should I do? How about the Maker's Mark? That sounds real good. Toasted oak has been making the rounds in the whiskey world, and actually I'm very pleased that Maker's did it. I believe it was Elijah Craig that is one of the first ones I heard about where it's like, oh, toasted oak, toasted oak. And there's also a smooth vanilla in this. It made me think of like vanilla frosting, like that kind of smooth. The spices come in a wonderful way. I don't get this with many bourbons on purpose, but it definitely goes sweet and then spicy, but in a very notable way. As in, it's very obvious that I sip it, it's sweet, with little fruit notes, and then the spice comes in, and then the finish goes, and it just keeps going for a while. It's not a dry finish, which I kind of like. It's more of a, I suppose I have to say oily, because it just clings to your tongue and it doesn't dry it out at all. Yep, this is super tasty. I was really hoping it would be. I haven't been disappointed by many Maker's bottles yet, if at all. It's not that I remember. And once again, these special releases that they do every year have been fantabulous. As for this being a review of sorts, I would definitely recommend, if you can get your hands on this, try it. I hope I can get my hands on the other bottle of this, but there are no guarantees with this since I haven't even seen it anywhere. I haven't been looking very hard, but I haven't seen it. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome, and I'll see you out there. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.